What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2024 Erik Jones STP Toyota Camry in the studio today. Yes, that orange on the car is fluorescent. That is bright. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, folks, outside of the Diecast box, and check out this Toyota Camry. What a beautiful looking paint scheme here, guys. The STP colors on a Toyota Camry, I never thought I'd see it, but eventually it's going to happen. We've seen it on the Dodge Chargers. We've seen it on, I think, the Pontiacs, Chevrolet Camaros. You have the Ford Fusions. Yeah, this thing actually looks a lot like the AJ Allmendinger Ford Fusion. I think it was like 2011 or something. Maybe 2012. Either or, but it definitely reminds me of it with the front ends of these cars. They have more of a Gen 5 look, the new Toyota Camrys. So the STP colors with the kind of a Gen 5 Camry look looks kind of similar to the Ford Fusions from the Gen 5 era. Regardless, I digress. So I believe this car was actually driven by Corey Heim. I could be mistaken. It was a 1 or 2 race deal. They ran this car. And he was hurt. Erik Jones was, I think, at the time, which, if that's the case, technically it's a Corey Heim review. If not, it's Erik Jones. So you get the best of both worlds. Erik Jones right there on the front windscreen. Got STP fuel additives. Dollar Tree there. I love that petty blue. And the fluorescent orange is bright. Like, you put this in sunlight, this thing is going to pop. I love the gold outlining of the Toyota Camry headlights here. The hammerhead Toyota Camry. It's kind of what I'm coining it as. It looks like a hammerhead shark or something. I got number 43 right there. I got Sunoco. Got Legacy, which is kind of blended in with the stripes. Very, very sharp. Now, I know the front end is not completely centered. You can see the Camry logo is kind of off. So that's unfortunate, but you know what? It's going to happen. Go to the left side diecast here. You have Dollar Tree. Get number 43. Get your contingency panel here, which it's interesting how each team does their contingencies different. Like, oh, I just noticed that on the deck lid. That is so cool. We'll get to that in a moment. But I noticed, like, on some of the Joe Gibbs racing cars, they put their contingencies on the deck lid, right? Junior Motorsports put some of their contingencies on the rear bumper panel area. Over here at Legacy Motor Club, I guess this is kind of where they put their smaller logos, which is Advent Health, Petty 75th Anniversary, Safety Clean, Gear Wrench, and not sure what D30 is. Got Mobile One, STP Fuel Additives, number 43, Cup Series, Goodyear. Got what the biff? Is that Erik Jones? I think it is. Maybe it's supposed to be gold. I can barely read it. Maybe when I'm editing, I'll actually be able to see it. But here in the review station, I can't really tell. I imagine that's a gold Erik Jones name logo. Got your B post decal there, Club Windham. Go to the back there of the car, and yes, that is full fluorescent. That is freaking awesome. Legacy Motor Club there, STP Dollar Tree, Toyota, number 43. The spoiler does have that petty blue. Fantastic stuff, guys. Go over to the right side of the diecast. Now, it looks like we have a piece of the decal from the fender well. See how it just chipped off right there? So, yeah, that's interesting enough. Yeah, it just chips off, so no big deal. I could remove the rest of it, but I ain't gonna worry about it right now. So that little piece comes off. What it's probably from is from the fender well, and they cut it, and the little decal wrap or whatnot got stuck to the car after they were finishing it. It comes off. I've seen it on diecast as far back as, like Gen 5. So part of it. Go to the right side of diecast. I love that metallic gold trim. If you see, it's very subtle, but it's right above the rocker box. And it's on the back end of the car, this little quarter panel. And it's also on the front nose as well. I like how Legacy Motor Club does that with their paint schemes. And it looks really cool. Go over to the top of the diecast. You have that beautiful 43 with, once again, that bright day glow. Erik Jones in the back window. And then this is what I wanted to see right here. The Petty 75th Anniversary. Got the 41, the 42, 43, 44, that 45. I'm telling you, every time I see that 45, I get excited, bro. Because it reminds me of Kyle Petty, Adam Petty. My goodness, man. It brings me back to the 2000s, man. It just brings me back. So freaking cool, man. And it's crazy. It's like the 45 car for a lot of years when Kyle Petty was driving it. It was kind of looked at as like, I would say a lesser tier car, but it was never like, maybe outside of the 07 Coke 600, it wasn't really in the competitive spotlight. Now that Tyler Reddick's driving it, it could win any week. So it's kind of cool to see the 45 have success in NASCAR. Kyle Petty, people say that he's not a good driver. I completely disagree. If you look at his statistics, he won a ton of races in the late 80s and early 90s. I mean, there's drivers that run 30 years in the NASCAR Cup Series, and they can't even get a win. I think he won like 9 races. That's incredible. I mean, I'm just saying, say what you want to say about a lot of drivers, but that's pretty darn good when you compare everyone's statistics in the Cup Series. So, anyways, what a fantastic looking car here. They made this diecast in 2023, but that was with the Chevrolet Camaro, so it is pretty different. That car had the true day glow. This has the true day glow. Absolutely recommend it. 2024 Erik Jones. This is 2 paint schemes to be made from him. They also made the Family Dollar car, which I highly recommend as well. The Dollar Tree car got made for John Hunter Nemechek. Love the LMC cars. They have a lot of cool sponsors. I like the retail brand sponsors a lot. I think they're pretty fun. This one's just called the STP Camry. Awesome diecast. Highly recommend it. Of course, yeah, I'm sure it's still in stock over there at Circle B. This is the plastic chassis variant, so make sure to tap in. Check that out. We're going to show a couple other cars real quick here in the studio. This is a throwback to, I want to say, Adrian Fernandez and the open wheel car from 2004. This is a Daniel Suarez Darlington throwback. I mean, what a cool looking diecast there. That is another throwback. We're going to show another throwback. I know, kind of a theme. Look at this. Brad Keselowski Darlington race win. I would not be surprised. This is one of the most sought after Brad Keselowski race wins of all time. Like, long after he's retired, I would not be surprised. Like the autograph 124 color, whatever the most elite version of this car is one of the hardest Brad K diecasts to find, because it's a throwback paint scheme. It's his first win with Roush. It's caked in confetti. It's a throwback, a lot of nostalgia. It's got everything, and it's also got a lot of damage to it. And they also made the clean version of it, so you can compare it. You could get the clean one and the raced one. And yes, both did get made in the 164 scale. So both 124 and 164 collectors rejoice. So just wanted to show a couple more throwbacks real quick in the studio. This is technically not a quote-unquote throwback in terms of Darlington throwbacks. This is just a normal run any time of the year kind of throwback. But you could literally just put the throwback white Goodyears on there and be done with it. That's all for now. Have a blessed one, everybody. Diecastbuffet. Sign it off.